there was the mosquito department, and then there were prenatal infections, things like that. It was very eye-opening because you can learn a lot online. You can learn a lot from the web, from articles written, but you can't really know what's going on inside without being inside. So she gave me my first glimpse on it, and I can't be more thankful for that. My mentor is Dr. Anita Curran, who's sitting back there. She's a wonderful, wonderful mentor. She's Associate Director at Tarrant County Public Health Department, and as the Associate Director, she has a lot of authority. Because of that, she was able to show me a lot of different things. I believe the first time I got to talk to Jeremy Gallops, the head of the tuberculosis department, how they deal with tuberculosis patients. He told me that you have to take medicine every single day under the watch of an employee from the public health department. So someone come in at 9 in the morning knocking on your, hey, take your meds. So I thought that was really interesting, a bit of an invasion of privacy in my mind, but you gotta do what you have to do. But then she showed me like the mosquito department, which is where I spent most of my time. To see a lot about the Zika. I got to sit on the Zika response meeting just for a little bit, but she showed me how her departments work together with public relations, making sure that the government knows what's going on, and then also working to early preventative measures for Zika, making sure it doesn't spread. And she also let me sit in on a not a Zika response meeting, but it was a trip to collect mosquito traps. So there were around 12 traps scattered around each section of Tarrant County, and I spent a good, I think it was 5 hours in a car with one of her workers going out collecting traps, counting mosquitoes, and at that time it was the beginning of the mosquito season, right? So they didn't expect a lot of people to be, mosquitoes, sorry, it's been a long day. A lot of mosquitoes in the traps, right? But there was one trap where I showed it to the worker and I was like, oh, this isn't good. This is supposed to be around like middle of the season, height of the season. So I'm sure Dr. Green has her hands full, at least her department does. These are pictures from the time. This is the mosquito workstation. This is where they count every single mosquito that passed through Tarrant County Public Health Department, sorts them, just to get an idea of who is doing what. And then the mosquito traps will be placed under overpasses, places that were conducive to mosquito growth, so that they can get an accurate count. So I can move on to my final product. My final product is a culmination of everything I've done over the course of ISM this year. And through my own independent research, as well as my time with Dr. Curran, I realized that public health is just that. It's about the public, about individuals as a whole. And so it's great if I know what I'm talking about. If I know, oh, yeah, Zika spreads through mosquitoes, you have certain symptoms, here's what you shouldn't do. But if no one else does, it's kind of pointless, right? And so I decided the best way to be a public health student is to let people know about public health issues relevant today, like Zika, Ebola, things like that. And so my idea was to do a public health awareness campaign, right? These pictures are various different public health campaigns done by various different organizations. The one on the left is about antibiotics. You're not supposed to eat antibiotics for a cold, because the cold is a virus. Antibiotics are for bacteria. It doesn't really work. The one in the middle is smoking. As I said earlier, epidemiology, public health is not just about infectious diseases. It's about people staying healthy in general. And then the one on the right is eating less. And so my final product was a public health awareness event. I'll be honest, this was not my comfort zone. My default setting is not going up to someone and say, hey, come to this. Or, hey, can you do this for me? I like to stay in the background, and normally it works, right? But in the real world, you have to be able to do that. And so this was a great learning experience for me. I contacted various school organizations to make sure I could do this. They gave announcements to their constituents, and I was taught by classmates and teachers along the way how to probably go about this, and I'm forever grateful to them. So this was my invitation to my event, created by the amazing Eileen Val. You probably heard her in the auditorium. She's a design major, ISM student, and I couldn't have done this without her. This was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and this was the centerpiece of getting people to know about it. All right, so first I had to make sure I could do an event in the first place, and so my two options were either Liberty High School or the FISD CTE Center. I just chose CTE Center because it had very nice facilities to do an event, as well as having the central location to pretty much all events.